Okay, so far this morning has been absolutely a disaster. Do you see I have absolutely no makeup on my face, and like I had to put my hair in a bun or whatever because pretty much we are on our way for Emma's casting, and it's really important that she gets her cast because her feet need to straighten out, and I'm late. My daughter had to go to the bathroom before we left. The babies are crying, and thankfully I have my nieces to come and help me, but again, they're 9 and 11, so you can imagine how overwhelmed I am because of the fact that I know that today is going to be a very emotional day for me, being that it is Emma's first casting day. Your sister's getting her cast today. She's getting her cast today. Here's Emma. She's my little trooper. Ready for your cast? Yeah? Oh. Hey. You ready? Yeah, she's okay. Everything's okay. Just feeling very overwhelmed. But it'll be okay.
So, when he's putting the cast on, we want them to try to be as quiet as possible. Quiet, and they don't like it because he's kind of stretching the foot a little bit in the other direction. So they get squirmy, but if they squirm too much and they get upset, it makes it hard for him to put this cast on in the right position.
Yeah.
That said, we always tell the moms, if you know they're going to eat soon, try to hold off until they're here. And some babies love binkies. That's great. Some babies love music. Mm-hmm. You could put music on. Some people have brought that if that's soothing. Sometimes they'll feed them. So have a bottle ready.
Okay.
So that if the baby gets really fussy, you can give a bottle as we're putting the cast on. And he moves really fast. This doesn't take a ton of time. It's just that the older, you'll see each week, the older they get, the more feisty they get.
Yeah.
So the whole idea is, so sometimes people make the mistake of just feeding them before they come, and then there's no way of kind of consoling them. But if they're hungry, and you have to feed them, you have to feed them. But have a bottle ready. Okay. Do you have anything ready here now in case?
I can get it ready.
Yeah.
Now for you.
So this is
Ethan.
He's oh wait,
She's the one. She's Emma.
She's bigger than him, isn't she?
Yeah, she is.
Look at that.
So I had a friend of mine today that told me that I'm strong and I'm a strong mom. But like on these days, I don't feel very strong at all. My daughter needed to put her cast on today. And I feel like I wish that I could go through what she's going through. That way she wouldn't have to go through it. I know that God has a plan for everything. Yeah, Mommy. Nurse was bombarding me with a ton of information. Like, you need to do this, and you need to do that, and you need to do this. And I don't know. I was just overwhelmed. I felt so overwhelmed. And I said to her, can you give me a second? Can I just record a little bit of this? Because honestly, I don't think I'm gonna be able to remember everything. That's number one. And number two is that I just want to give Emma her best chance. You know, some people say, well, does she really need the surgery? Does she really need the cast? You know, I don't know. I am only doing whatever the doctors tell me to do. And I know for a fact that I don't want my daughter struggling to walk when she gets older. I don't want my daughter to not be able to do the same things that the other kids do. So I'm going to give her her best chance. But it's definitely a lot to handle. God doesn't give us anything we can't handle. Sometimes it feels unbearable, and it feels like we can't handle it. But always remember that God won't give you something that you can't handle. So I'm just blessed. I'm blessed that I still have 3 healthy, beautiful kids, and that this is just a little bump on the road.